Sea Scrolls and the prophecies of the apocalypse of Abraham in the book of Baruch, you'll realize that we are looking at prophecies right now that directly put us in the end times at the beginning of the tribulation. Now, what every Christian needs to understand is this. Jesus said twice in 2 Gospels, the rapture will not happen until after the tribulation. There is no pre-tribulation or mid, only after, till he sees his Christians endure the evil. Will they truly deserve the rapture? That's also said in the Dead Sea Scrolls and the prophecy of Baruch and in the Apocrypha of Abraham. So let's not get that twisted anymore. But as far as the prophecies are concerned, in the original 66 of the King James and the 13 of the Apocrypha and the 18 of the Dead Sea Scrolls, we are looking at the prophecies, and it puts us directly in front of the tribulation in the last epoch of time known as the Age of Aquarius. This is the last 2,160 years of human existence on Earth. Lucifer knows his time is very short, and so when we got out of the Age of Pisces in December 1st, 2012, and came into the Age of Aquarius, Lucifer knew that according to the heavenly clock of the 12 epochs of time, what you know as the zodiac, we knew that we are in the last 2,000 years of time. So look around you. Everything's happening very quickly. Ever since 2012, now we got COVID, money chip, the Great Reset from the World Economic Forum, the war in Armenia, the Muslim uprising. Watch how fast this all develops. Lucifer is on the clock.
He's on the clock. Yeah. He's on the clock. So end of time would be 2027 because it's a 7-year tribulation, or is there an after?
I wouldn't say that it starts in 2020. We don't know exactly the year it starts. We just have to keep our times on the prophecies. Now, with everything that's unfolding in Armenia, to check out the book of Ezekiel and the War of Magog, we should take a close eye on that, because the Prince of Masesh from the prophecy is the president of Russia. And so we have to keep our eye on Putin, because we all know that Putin and China, they've combined their global market together. They're done with the Rothschilds, and now they're only dealing in gold. And so that's why we're putting so many sanctions on. They're not doing the dollar anymore. And this is, if you know your war history, you know that before every world war, there was a great economic fallout all over the world. In World War I happened, World War II had happened, and here we are. Now we're going through this is all everything in the occult works in threes, okay? We're going to look at World War III, the third building of the third Solomon Temple in Jerusalem, and the third time Lucifer has had his global government. First time with Atlantis before the flood, every high-ranking Mason knows that. That's all about Tubal-Cain. Then you have the second time with the Tower of Babel of Nimrod with the 4-sided cross, the same symbol on the Queen of England's crown and the Pope's mitre. And now you're going to have the third time around with the Antichrist of Nikolai with the withered arm and the messed up eye. It says in the book of Zechariah how he will actually appear. Because in heaven, when Michael threw out Lucifer, he grabbed him by the arm, took his fire sword and stabbed out his eye, then casted him down. In the book of Zechariah, we learn how the Antichrist will manifest with a withered eye and a kind of a gimp arm. He will actually be the living manifestation of Lucifer's defeat, as above, so below.
And he might actually be a general, so you never know.
Oh, I think he's going to be beyond a general. I think he's going to be beyond
you know what I mean. Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me. So to our viewers, where can we find you? Because you're so fascinating and I love talking to you.
You can find me on the Abraham Project on Facebook. You can go to Joshua Abraham 007 at Instagram. You can go to Joshua Abraham on Facebook. Just look for the green illuminated Christian cross. That's my profile picture for everything. And if you look for the green illuminated Christian cross, that's my profile picture.